Well, if that's the case, let's get this party started. Let me turn on computer sound as well. Okay, let's do circle. Circle's fine. All right, well, thank you guys for allowing me to present today. Well, actually, thank you, Paul Brody. Paul Brody gave me the spotlight today since he is currently taking care of his mother, so he does send his regards. But he's still in business, which is good. So if you guys are concerned about him, still reach out to him to see how his mom's doing. As you know, his mom is an older lady. She has diabetes, all kinds of medical conditions. So he just wants to make sure that she is safe and during this time of pandemic. But we are Advent Trinity Marketing Agency. A lot of you know us, but I want to go over a couple of things because our business has evolved. We've gotten a lot better at our craft. One thing that I've been taught in my years of experience is if you're not spending time mastering your craft, you'll be obsolete, right? So, you know, that's what we've been doing. We've actually been really good during this COVID-19. We've lost and gained clients. So it's actually a bit of balance, which is actually very, very good for our company. But let's start off with the video. So we are helping businesses go digital. And many of you know our mission statement. Our mission statement has always been to change the world through innovation, inspire businesses to grow. In this time of pandemic, we've been doing just that. There's been a lot of businesses that have been struggling, organizations that have been struggling, and we have been trying to keep them afloat and adapting to this COVID-19. Business should not stop. There is ways to rethink, reevaluate your business to go digital. And that's what we've been doing for multiple restaurants, for multiple industries. We have been focused on helping them and inspiring them to not give up on their business, to keep their doors open, and to generate cash flow using digital marketing. So we are partners and certifications. We've actually updated this. We take pride in being certified so that we can better serve you. We are still Google partners and we're still Yext partners. But now we are HubSpot certified. HubSpot is a CRM for a CRM system, but it also it educates digital marketers and getting different certifications to better their products and services for their clients. If you've gone through the certifications, great. It's actually free with software. But we have taken the time to sit down, reevaluate our company, and reevaluate what we're doing for clients. So we're growth-driven design certified. What does that mean? I'll get into a little bit. So, you know, let's talk about my story. Many of you know this, many of you don't. Those who are new, this is how Advent Trinity was started. In 2013, I worked for Six Flags and cash control. It's pretty much financing and counting money and making sure that everybody's had the right amount of cash. No one was stealing. We also did some finance auditing. I'll be honest with you, this is not the funnest thing in my life. This is kind of boring to me, so that's exactly why I got out of it. As you can see, a huge shift from going from financing to entertainment. I was a Dallas Cowboys drummer, right? That was a lot more fun for me. I was in drumline for 10 years, and played all the way from elementary to playing professionally with the Dallas Cowboys. And then I went into retail for Metro PCS in 2014, joined Ruben, who you guys know is my business partner. He's been my best friend since we were 8 years old. So in 2014, we worked at retail with Metro PCS together. And then finally, in 2015, I started working for a company called Fitness Connection, where I learned sales and marketing and broke records in the fitness industry. So I'm actually writing a book over all of these experiences and how this pretty much created Advent Trinity. because from my experiences, I learned accounting, I learned entertainment, I learned customer service, and I also learned sales and marketing. And all those lessons helped me be the business owner that I am today to create Advent Trinity Marketing Agency. Just because we're a marketing agency does not mean that I don't have to do accounting for my business. I don't have to think creatively for my clients, and I don't have to have, I've been in those industries that have terrible customer service. So, those things that have a big impact, and why, I'm training our staff and our partners in that direction. So what is marketing? If you don't know what marketing is, a lot of people have many ideas of what marketing is, but I broke it down into three words. First, you have to be creative. You have to think outside the box. Second, you have to be analytical. You have to look at your numbers and know what's going on. And finally, you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not, it's just like in business, right? If you're not having consistent activity, money-making activity, you're just not going to make it. I mean, that's just the bottom line. A lot of people, and many of you know this, right? People get in business and they think they're going to be rich in 1 month, and that's not how it works, right? It takes time, it takes energy, it takes growth, it takes passion. And so same thing with marketing. It takes nourishment, it takes some thinking outside the box, and definitely some analytics to measure those results, right? So this is a customer value journey. Many of you have been to my seminars. I preach this, teach this, and tell people this is marketing is a journey. It's not just hey, I'm going to put an ad out there and people are going to buy, right? You have to think about what your consumer is doing on every phase of the marketing journey, which is, okay, are they aware of your business? How are they engaging? Are they clicking on your website? Are they like, commenting, sharing on your social media? Are they subscribing to different things? Are they following you on social media? Are they subscribing to their newsletter? Are they subscribing to your YouTube channel? And then finally, are they converting? And when they convert, are they excited about the customer service that you provide and the quality and value of your business, where they ascend and maybe buy upsells or add-ons and then become advocates of your business? And finally, what everybody wants is free referrals, right? They want their clients to refer them business. So our primary services is web design, SEO, social media marketing, and graphic design. We also do videography and photography through our partners. Many of them, some of them are on here, some of them, we just have multiple contractors that do expertise in different types of areas of videography and photography. When it comes to web design, we don't do web design no more. We do growth-driven design. What does that mean? We sit down with our prospects and clients, and look at this. This is class 101. So Tanji, I'm giving you a shout out to your website here. So Tanji actually went through this experience, and I'd like to ask Tanji, how was that experience like?
Sorry, I had to take myself off of mute. It was great. It was a very collaborative adventure. So I did appreciate that. And the results, I mean, as far as the website being created, took no time at all. I mean, less than a week, it was up. So very good experience.
Awesome. So yeah, so what we do is a collaborative workshop together. We look at the few things here. We look at UX, which stands for user experience. How is the user going to operate the website, and how are they going to interact with the website? User interface, which just is the back end, is the software that's operating the website. The CMS, which is most important for marketers and business owners, is how are they content managing their system? So there's all these bad advice out there where you're saying, okay, do I use Wix? Do I use Squarespace? Do I use WordPress? And then there's people telling you, well, you shouldn't use Shopify, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that because this is better. Everything works. It has nothing to do with, because people say that if you use WordPress, it's better SEO than Wix. That's not true. SEO is not directly affected by the CMS. It's directly affected by how you're operating the website. Okay. So if anybody tells you you don't need to use Wix, or you shouldn't use Wix, or if you feel comfortable about using Wix because you want to make changes to your website, great. If you want WordPress and you want it to act as if it was Squarespace, we do that as well. So we try to make it as easy as possible so that you as the business owner can go in and make changes, content edits to your website. So there's two types of search engine optimizations. There's actually local search engine optimizations, which is the listings portion, and then there's website SEO, which is on the back end of the website. When it comes to local search engine optimization, this is just me power listing you on multiple different search engines. What does that mean? Well, Google is a search engine, but so is Facebook, so is Instagram, so is Waze, so is TripAdvisor, so is Yelp, so is Foursquare, so is, and the list goes on and on and on. Well, we have a system that allows us to put your information once and it gets shot out to multiple different search engines simultaneously. And then from there, you're able to manage your reputation. You're able to manage your reputation. You're able to manage your information, reply to reviews, all kinds of stuff. So that's local search engine optimization. You can be found on different types of maps by specific keywords. This is heavily if you have a storefront, you're a restaurant, you definitely want to have this kind of search engine optimization. And then there's website search engine optimization, which is a lot more work because it has to deal with managing and updating the website on a consistent basis. This is website meta keywords, search engine ranking. Are you blogging? And you should be blogging. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not blogging, you're reducing your search engine optimization. So if you're taking notes right now on your own website, you need to blog or find somebody to blog for you. Okay. And then of course, how is the website? Is it fast? Is your website slow? Is it fast? Is it compatible to be on mobile, tablet, desktop? What's on the anchor text, which is at the bottom of the website on every single page? What kind of keywords are there? Have you done your keywords research? Is your social media attached to your search engine optimization? Is it linking back and forth? If you were to post a blog on Facebook, does it have a preview? Those kinds of things. That is all search engine optimization. So we measure results. We actually do, we can actually spy on your competitors for you, see what kind of, how much money they're spending on Google ads, what keywords they're ranking on. We can do comparison. We can also look at your website and see how you're performing, your users, your bounce rate, those kinds of things. Which, by the way, a bounce rate is just how long a person's on the website and how fast do they come off, right? We also do search engine marketing. Search engine marketing is your Google ads. So your pay-per-clicks, your keyword management for your Google ads, your display ads, your YouTube ads, and etc. So anything that has to do with any kind of search engine where you're trying to pop up first, or you're trying to retarget your people because they go to your website and then they jump off and you're following them on different blogs and YouTube. If they go to YouTube, they see your video. After visiting your website, you're in front of the same people always. That is what search engine marketing, and that's what we do for search engine marketing. When it comes to social media, we do content planning, calendar planning, daily posting, social media ads management, and brand management. Now we do have this really cool software that we use, which allows us, give me a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Which allows us to content plan for you, to actually plan your calendar, to do your daily posting, and then your social media advertisement, which is how you're boosting on Facebook. Is it a call to action type ad, video ad, and then of course brand management. Same thing with social media. Well, actually, this goes over the process. So this process is really, really cool. Now our clients have their own portals. And what we do is we content plan, we graphic design, we get the graphic artwork together. We content write, so we're content writing, content auditing, which you'll be happy to know that we've hired Paul Brody to check every single spelling error because he's really good at that. So we'll actually send this off to Paul Brody every single week, and he'll check and see if there's any errors. And then we'll send that out to the client, schedule dates and set platforms. You'll get an email that looks exactly like this, which is very easy to click to approve, reject the post, or comment, or even preview how it's going to look on your platforms. So it's really, really cool. So this is a system that we use for all of our clients that we're managing their social media for. And then we also have easy to understand monthly reports. when you go to social media and look at insights, it can be very, very complicated. So we just tell you how your followers, how many people viewed your page, what's your post reach like, what's your page engagement. As you can see, our LinkedIn isn't great, but our Instagram is pretty awesome. 1,042 people in the last 7 days. 724 people reached, 120 people following, and then followers. So super, super easy for business owners to really manage their social media. So I actually had a case study. This is Wipe Out Kids Cancer. This is a nonprofit in Dallas. They came to us in February, hired us for social media marketing. And in just 7 days, you notice that they're doing the North Texas Giving Day. I'm not trying to compete, Becky. We still love you, okay? But they did hire us, so we accepted. We did one campaign. We're not even managing their social media. We're just doing their campaign management for them. So we did North Texas Giving Day. In just 7 days, their page reach increased by 2,277%, and their post engagement has increased by 4,850% in just 7 days. You'll need to notice that this campaign alone has 471 likes, and crying faces or tear faces, and hearts, and then 32 comments and 42 shares. So there's a lot of engagement going on with this campaign for this nonprofit. So I didn't want to, because this is a lot of information. What we do, marketing isn't simple, and it shouldn't be simple. It's not a one size fits all. We do, if you are interested in doing business with us and helping us market your business, we have to sit down and consult your business and figure out what's going on. It's like, we're like your marketing doctor. So we have to go and figure out what your pain points. How do we do that? So we do a full scan, online scan of your business. It's absolutely free. I'm not going to charge you. I'm not going to sales push you. All you got to do is say, hey, Brian, I want to do a online scan of our business. What that scan does is it picks up API technology. It's going to scan your website, see how well it's search engine optimized. It's going to scan your local presence. It's going to scan your social media. It's going to scan pretty much everything that has to do with your digital marketing. And it's even going to give you recommendations of why it's important to make those changes and start that process of either optimizing your website, fixing your social media, getting locally listed, or fixing your search engine optimization to your website. So if you're interested in that, this is my contact information. You see how much time we have. So Robert, for the sake of time, I was going to ask a question, but so that we can get to Del Wood's presentation,
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and table that for next week.
Yep. So everybody knows what he's talking about. We were going to test out the breakout rooms and give a question, but we took a little bit longer than expected in our 30-minute commercials, which was great. But I think the breakout rooms is going to take a little bit longer, and we will try that feature next time. But it'll basically allow us to get in little small groups, talk among ourselves, then come back together as a big group. With that, I'm going to say goodbye. Dwayne, Brian.
Yeah, I've got a couple last minute things. If you tuned into Michael Jacobson's Facebook Live yesterday, the chamber is going to be moving slowly and methodically on bringing back what some people might call the normalcy. Whether when or we'll be able to get back into the chamber to meet as a group is a $64,000 question, but they're going to take it very logically, very carefully, and do the right thing. And with that, I think it's a good thing that we just all adjourn.